Hey, Emily. I was wondering if you wanted to hang out with me this weekend. I found a really cool restaurant, and I'd love it if you and I could go check it out. What are you talking about, Carla? We have our high school reunion this weekend, remember? Did you forget about that or something? Wait a second. You mean to tell me that you were really going to that loser convention? Loser convention? What do you mean by that? Come on now, Emily. You have to know that people like us are a cut above the other normies we went to school with. We've already achieved more in our lives than any of them probably will for decades to come. So I think we're better off skipping the reunion and doing something fun. I'm sorry, but I'm still not quite sure that I'm following what you're getting at. I mean, you don't really feel that way about everyone that we've gone to school with, right? Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, okay, maybe you and I specifically haven't done things with our lives. But we're both engaged to people who have, isn't your fiancé the general manager of the company he works for? Because my fiancé owns his company. My point is that we're better than the rest. And, we should act like it. Carla, I really don't know what to say to any of this right now. I don't get why you're having such a hard time accepting the facts when they are right there. We just did better than everyone else in school, and it shows by the fact that we're marrying the people that we are. Besides, I think who you choose to hang out with says a lot about a person. And if you're still hanging out with people from high school who've done nothing with their lives, instead of your more successful friends, then, well, it's just not good. I'm sorry, Carla, but I think the only thing that's not good around here is your attitude. I still keep in touch with plenty of people from high school, and some of them are my dear friends. So if you don't want to go to the reunion, that's fine, but I'm still going to go. You'll just have to find someone else to hang out with. You've got to be kidding me. You're not serious about this, are you? I am, and I don't think that you're a very good friend if that's really how you think of people. So please, don't try and lump me into the same camp as you. And one more thing you should know, I actually broke off my engagement with my fiancé last week. Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that you were going to marry a general manager and you broke it off? Besides, I heard that your fiancé was in line to inherit the whole company since he's the CEO's son, after all. Well, a lot happened between us, and we realized the marriage just wasn't going to work out. But I'm free next month if you want to try and hang out, just the two of us then. I can let you know what times I actually have available in a little bit. You think I would ever lower myself to hang out with you now? What is that supposed to mean? Haven't you been reading any of my messages at all? It's all about who you know and who you're seen with. And if you're not a winner like me, then I really shouldn't be wasting my time talking to a loser like you. So now, I won't be hanging out with you anytime soon.
Hey, Emily. I just walked outside my door and found all kinds of cooked food on my doorstep. And it's basically all the things that I love to eat. Even some of my favorite snacks are in here too. Did you leave all this here for me?
Wow, you found all that a lot faster than I thought you were going to. But yes, I was a bit worried about you, so I went out and got you some treats.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Why were you worried?
Well, you're always talking about how busy you are with work and how you barely even have time to eat. So I just thought it'd be nice and bring some food straight to you.
But I don't get it. We broke up, right? We even called off our engagement, so I don't understand. Especially after the reason why we had to break things off was so ridiculous. I'm surprised you still want anything to do with me.
Hey, it's not like I don't get why we wouldn't have worked out. You started a company with your friend and it all went belly up. You were the one who told me that you just couldn't marry me like that. So in a way, you kind of did it all to yourself.
But what other choice did I have but to call it off? I wanted to give you the world. I was planning a huge wedding for us, but then my friend screwed up our big project and our whole company fell apart. And after that, we lost all of our contracts. And on top of all of that, my friend took the rest of our funds and ran off, leaving the company on the verge of having to declare bankruptcy.
Yes, Barry, I know. You've told me the story at least 1,000 times. But what I'm surprised about is that you haven't gone to your parents begging for help. You told me that you didn't want them to keep bailing you out and that this was something you wanted to try on your own.
Well, I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm just a bit of a prideful guy sometimes. But either way, I can't believe that our 5 years together had to end that way. I came into your life, made a big mess, and I had to pull out like the loser that I am. I'm just so sorry that I've probably ruined your life too.
Barry, no offense, but I'm not the kind of person to let a breakup ruin my life. I am sad that things went the way they did, but not even you have the power to ruin my life with your presence or lack thereof.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, that I don't care that we're not engaged anymore. But it doesn't mean that I don't care about you. You're still important to me, and I want to try and remain friends. After all, I think it's great how even after being betrayed by your friend, you're still trying to pursue your goals. That's why I felt like I just had to bring you something to eat. I mean, you've been working so hard. And knowing you would probably work all night without taking a bite before you even realized it was morning. So at least eat something before you finally go to bed. Otherwise, you're just going to be good to no one.
Thank you so much, Emily. I don't know what else to say, except that I still feel like I don't deserve this from you.
Well, I say you are, and that should be good enough. But anyways, have you still not been able to get a hold of your friend? I mean, what do you think he's going to do with the money he took?
I don't know because I still haven't heard from him. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if he just kept his phone on mute or even changed his number at this point. I even think that he might have moved away, but it's not like I can put out an APB or something. Especially not with a name like Jack Smith.
Wait a second. Jack Smith? You know, now that you say that, I think I have a friend actually engaged to a Jack Smith.
Oh, really? I wonder if it's the same person.
That would really be some odds there. But you never know with these things.
Well, how about I send you a picture of them? That way, if you ever find out that they're the same person, just let me know.
Okay, sounds good to me. Anyways, good luck with the rest of your work. And you better eat something or else. Got it? Carla, what is the matter with you? Why would you do this to me? Why would you throw all this water on me? Aw, I'm sorry. I was just trying to think of a way to make you go home, and that's all I could think of. But this is what you get for not leaving when I told you to the first time. I just had to do something to make you go away, you know? No, I don't know. And just why do I have to go home, huh? I thought you invited me to your wedding because we were friends. Why even send an invite if you're just going to tell me to go home? You're almost right there. I almost saw you as a friend. But then you revealed to me that you were nothing but a loser. When I heard about how you broke off your engagement, I instantly started to regret inviting you here. And so, when I saw you arrive this morning, I knew that I had to do something. You could have just told me before I got there that you didn't want me to come. You didn't have to dump a bucket of water on me like some kind of middle school prank. I have had enough out of you. We're not friends, got it? I wouldn't want to be friends with some poor nobody like you anyways. I mean, you were so close to marrying so rich, and then you screwed it all up. You really think I'm poor? Is that what this is about? Well, of course you are. But then again, there aren't many women who I don't consider too poor for me at this point. But that's all their fault for not marrying rich like I am. You know, Carla, I think that you really need to be careful about jumping to conclusions about people. And this is a whole obsession with winners and loser and rich and poor is just too much. Don't you realize how rude you're being? Shut up, you poor loser. I don't need to take this from you. You could have been my friend, maybe even my equal almost. But now it's far too late for any of that. And that's why you'll never be anywhere near my level again. What are you talking about? I'm talking about how you'll never be able to afford an amazing wedding like mine. And you'll never be able to live in the amazing condo building that I live in either. And you'll certainly never get $30,000 wedding ring like I have. And you'll never be across your entire life as a sad, pathetic loser. I'm not like other women. I'm special. I'm the winner. I'm the best. I don't even think that I can keep talking to you like this. But if you want me to go home, then fine. I'll gladly do that. Good. Leave. Now. Nobody wants you here anyways. The only person who is going to rich and never have to work again is me. I'm the best. I'm number one. Except that you know your husband is here apologizing to me, right? What on earth are you talking about now, loser? Well, that's the thing. Your amazing winner of a husband is here on his knees begging me for forgiveness. He's still here in his tuxedo right now. I don't think I've seen a man do anything like this in a tux. It's kind of hot, actually. Literally, what are you talking about? Why would my husband be apologizing to you? Well, because you did something he feels that he needs to say sorry for. Of course, I don't see any reason why I should forgive you. Have you actually gone crazy or something? Start making sense now. I guess he's also very sorry because he ruined my engagement and ran off to get married himself. Hold on a second. I am so lost here. I mean, all I did was pour a little water on an unwanted loser. Why would my husband have to apologize to you for anything? Did he forget we're better than you? You don't get it. This is much bigger than you and your dumb prank. You see, it's your husband's fault that my engagement was called off. That's why he's here begging. But how? I still don't get it. Well, because it's his fault that my fiancé Barry and I had to call off our engagement. You see, Barry and Jack started a business together. But your new husband Jack made some pretty huge mistakes that ended up costing the company a lot. But instead of taking responsibility for them, he stole the rest of the company funds and ran off. My fiancé Barry was embarrassed and crushed that he said he wasn't worthy of me and called off the engagement. Wait just a minute. You're telling me that my husband and your fiancé started a business together? This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I didn't have too many details about what happened either, but Barry mentioned the name of his partner and I realized it was the same as your then fiancé. I thought it might have been a coincidence, but then Barry showed me photos of them together, and I knew they were one and the same. Anyways, I confronted Jack in the changing room, and he admitted to it all, so naturally, I informed the police. But don't worry, I know that you want to have your wedding, so I told them not to show up until after the vows had been exchanged. But I guess I won't be here to see it since I'll be going home. But I hope the two of you get what you deserve. But you can't be serious, right? You really didn't do that, did you? Well, especially after you poured that water on me, Jack came running after me, begging me not to call the police. He heard about what you did to me, and that's why he's here begging on his knees for mercy. This can't be happening. Jack can't be going that to you. My husband would never. Well, I'm afraid he is. Of course, the whole situation was made much worse by the way you treated me. But anyways, the police have already been informed, so it's too late to change anything now. Oh, come on. You don't have to do this. I would be less concerned about that and more worried about wrapping up your wedding before the police get there.
Emily, thank you so much. I can't believe you managed to track Jack down. You don't know how much worrying you just saved me.
Well, it really all was quite lucky, if I'm being honest. But anyways, I'm just glad that we could find him. Anyways, what about you? How are you doing? Are you eating like I told you to?
Yeah, don't worry. I've been eating out of that care package that you sent me, and I feel like a new man now. Some other good news. I feel like I might be able to restart my company.
Really? You think you can turn things around?
Yeah. I know that I've basically lost all of my clients, but now that Exodus has stopped, and I'm left with the ones that really believe in me. Not only that, but they understood my situation and said that they would recommend my business to associates here. And I've already started getting calls from new people wanting to work with me, so now I think I have enough funding to keep my project going.
Barry, that's incredible. Congratulations on that. That's so amazing. I knew that things would work out for you.
It's not me. I just learned so much about business ever since I was little from my parents. I mean, I feel lucky that I was born into the family that I was, but also because of it, it means that I understood the risks of doing business. But there's one more thing that I'm hoping to set right now, and that's you.
Me? What do you mean by that?
I mean that after Jack stole my money, I told you that I could marry you, but this whole experience has taught me that I really need you. And now that we caught Jack, I want to ask again, will you marry me? Because if you say yes, I promise that I'll never let you go no matter what. I swear I'll do everything in my power to make you happy.
Oh, Barry. I want to say yes, but I know you and your business too well. How about you focus on your company first? I know that things are looking good now, but you need to make sure that they stay that way. After you've done that, then we can talk.
You're right. Better to make sure we do this right this time. Thank you so much for understanding, Emily.
Emily, this is all your fault. The police just took Jack away. I had no idea that he had done such shady things in the past. From what I heard, Barry wasn't even the first person that Jack had done this to. Apparently, he had a pattern of scamming people out of their money like that. But no one had ever managed to catch him until now. Well, I want you to know, that I divorced him. Jack is no longer my husband. Oh no, you mean the marriage wasn't going to work out? And here I was thinking that you married the perfect man. I thought so too. But he wasn't a winner like me at all. He was just a loser scammer who would have done the same thing to me. But I guess that means if you don't have a husband like Jack, that makes you a loser just like the rest of us, no? Especially after he was arrested just days after you two were married. But I guess that's what you get for always looking down on others because of who you were marrying. How dare you talk to me like that? I thought we were friends. Why are you being so mean to me? Is that supposed to be a joke or something? You insulted me the moment you found out I wasn't going to marry rich like you. Then you invite me to your wedding only to humiliate me in front of everyone and then try and kick me out. And I would have reported you to the police for what you did as well. That's still a form of violence. You mean that you would have called the cops on me too, just for a little prank with water? I can still do it if you want to join your husband in jail. No, please, don't do that. I don't want to go to jail. I wouldn't last a day there. Well, if you don't, then maybe you should check your ego and please just never ever talk to me again. After that, Jack was arrested for his various frauds and eventually sentenced to jail for them. I heard that Carla was brought in as a suspect, but that she was cleared of charges when the police realized she knew nothing. Apparently, while he was in jail, Jack was refusing to sign the divorce papers. Carla was so nervous that he was plotting something with her bank account, so she withdrew all of her money and moved to a new state. Except that every time someone from her past would find her, she was so nervous about being found by Jack, even though he was in jail, that she would pick up everything and move again. As for Barry and I, it took some time, but Barry's company eventually took off into the success that we always knew it would be. The day he took the company public was the day that he proposed to me. I said yes, and we're set to be married next month. But us being married didn't mean that I flipped like Carla into some elitist monster. I still hung out with old friends from high school, and we all gossiped about Carla's situation. In fact, despite being married, very little has changed for me. I'm just glad that everything about the situation appears to have wrapped out quite neatly. Of course, it helps that Barry now has someone like me by his side to help vet potential business partners, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Hey Frank, where are you right now? The wedding is about to start here in a couple more minutes. I told you that I'd be going to a bathroom for just a second, and when I came out you were gone. Where did you go?
I'm sorry, Wendy. I just can't see myself going through with marrying you in the end. I decided that I'm going to be marrying Maya instead.
Huh? Are you talking about the Maya that I am friends with right now? Why are you planning to marry someone like Maya now over me? Today, you and I are supposed to be getting married, and we are both supposed to have our wedding today.
Well, you are not my destined woman. The only person I found I'm destined for is Maya, and there is no one else I want.
What the heck do you mean by destined woman?
For a very long time now, I've always thought that was really cute. And she has a perfect straight black hair, and she's very calm and relaxed. And she's just so fragile. I have always been wanting to be the man to protect her, and that's what I'm going to do. She is the woman I've always been dreaming of, and there's nothing getting in the way of me and her.
Uh-huh.
Today, Maya actually came into the dressing room with me, and right there in front of me, she began to break down and cry. She told me I'm the first man that she's ever met that she really wanted to marry.
Maya said something like that to you while crying?
But when she stopped crying, she told me that I'm your groom. So she just gave up on me. As a way of making one everlasting memory with me before it became yours, she hugged me. If she's gonna do something as adorable as that to me, there's no other way around her. And so right then and there, I told her my feelings for her, and we both left the wedding while you went to the bathroom.
You have to be lying, right? So you're telling me that you both agreed to just run away from our wedding today?
Well, it's not like I can bear you anymore. You happen to be a really strong woman, Wendy, and you can take care of yourself, so don't worry. But when it comes to someone as cute and petite as Maya, I can't let her go on alone. She has never even had any experiences with another man, so she's still in her prime. I need to have her, and I'm not going towards anyone else.
What?
Men are easily taken away by things like that, Wendy. There's nobody else in this world I'd love to marry besides her. And so I can't let her go away crying like that when she wants to be with me. Especially when she says I'll be her first boyfriend and husband. She is nothing like you, who has already had 5 boyfriends before, and have been pretty much used up.
What did he just say?
You've already been with 5 other men, so... But unlike you, Maya's pristine. She has never been with another man before, not even for a kiss. She is fresh and clean, and that's what I love so much about her. I've learned today that a fresh woman like her is the only woman I can marry.
I have never made fun of you or anything for never having been with any other woman before me. And me having 5 boyfriends before you is nothing compared to some people.
Well, it doesn't matter. You've been used up, and I don't need a wife like that. I'm going to be marrying Maya now, and there is nothing you can do to stop me. I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to give up on me.
Wendy, have you still not gotten back to me about that wedding invitation I sent to you? It's been a week now since I sent that over to you, and I'm sure the mail does not take that long within our city. Not getting a response from me is a response, right? Who do you think would want to come to your guys' cobbled together wedding anyway? What? That's so mean. Are you not going to come and celebrate your friend's wedding with her? We have been great friends ever since middle school, right? What makes you my friend anymore? You literally took Frank from me at my wedding. And ever since that day, I have not been able to get a word out of you until one day you texted me about your guys' wedding invitation. Stop freaking messaging me right now, okay? You really think I'd want to be at that wedding for the 2 of you? Stop getting so upset with me. I'm sure you'll be able to find yourself another boyfriend really soon, right? So, just let me have Frank and things will all get better for the 2 of us. But man, I cannot believe I got to become the wife of a very well-educated doctor. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to be with someone as brilliant as Frank. Then go out and find your own man like that instead of stealing mine. Don't you already have a bunch of men under your belt now that you can go back to? So go ahead and find one of those men that happens to be brilliant to you and marry them, please. But the issue is, recently all the men I've had around me started to vanish. I have been wanting to keep them all around me, but one by one they find someone else and are gone before I even know it. I'd assume they got tired of waiting for you to come to them. Well, if you want someone like Frank, then maybe it's time you started to search outside your circle. What? I really don't want to have to do any work of my own finding a man I want. It takes about a year to find a man, and then you have to go out with them for about 6 months before you can expect anything to proceed, right? And then it takes another few years to be dating them seriously. And then you can finally think about marriage after so much has already gone by. I'm sorry, but that is too much time and work for someone like me. So, of course, it is way easier for me to just see how a man treats his woman in a relationship and then swoop right in to steal if I like his character. So that's the way you chose to steal Frank from me? But you were trying to be a little sly dog about your man this whole time. To think that you'd be going out with someone who is a doctor and would never tell your friends that? And not only that, but you barely let me around him to see just how nice he really is. So by the time I found out about Frank, I had no other choice but to grab him. Again, I'm sorry, but a man like Frank is once in a lifetime to find. I am not playing around here, you freaking mess. You think that just because your friend's man happens to be your type, you have the right to steal him from her? Wow, scary. It's because you act like that Frank decided to leave you, right? He happens to like quiet and cute little girls more than women like you who start to yell about everything. I think the whole marriage you guys planned on was all going to fall apart anyway, so I'm saving you the trouble by taking him away from you now. Then he's probably going to end up leaving you at some point too, right? To him, he thinks of you as this cute and petite little angel, but on the inside, you love to go around playing with other men, right? You've even kept at least 10 other guys around you since college, just in case you needed someone to play with or use. What about that makes you so cute and pure like he thinks? Go ahead and keep crying about it. Men are so easy to deceive, Wendy. He thinks just because I have a simple hair and I'm small and I'm quiet around him, I've never had any experience with other men before. I can't believe that it was so easy for someone like me to get a man like him away from you. But I guess he has no idea about what us women are really like, and that's why it was so simple this time around. All I had to do was make him think I was a virgin and never knew anything about men before, and just like that, he couldn't keep his eyes off me. Right, it's kind of insane how simple it was for you to get Frank to fall for you like that. Just as you'd been wishing for, he fell head over heels for you. He was telling me the whole time that he felt so bad for you because you look small and weak, and that's why he wanted to be the one to protect you as your husband. Seriously, Frank was too dang easy. To think that a man who is now a doctor and has an amazing education could be so easy to snag. He really is going to make an excellent husband for me. He is the perfect type for me that I've wanting for so long. I had honestly thought I'd gotten used to how much of a weirdo you are, but to think you'd actually go after your own friend's fiancé to steal? And hearing your reason for doing so being that having to find your own man is a pain in your butt. God, it pisses me off. No matter what you have to say about me, all I can hear from you is crying and whining like a dog. I'm sorry that you have to live a life of such extreme pain now over this, but just give it up already and be happy for me. Your friend is finally going to get married, so please come to my wedding. And I'm expecting a big present from you as well. Now, I'll be waiting on that reply from you soon. Geez, you actually came to my wedding today, huh? The fact that you were thrown away by your own fiancé before, I'm amazed you actually amassed the courage to come here. Huh? You were the one that sent me an invitation to be here, right? And you even started to text me a week after sending asking me to come and that you wouldn't take no for an answer. That was all just because I'm a friend of yours from middle school. I just wanted to reach out to you to see how things were going. But I thought things would be so hard for you and you'd never be able to make it here. However, to my surprise, you actually came to my wedding looking normal. Do you not even have a sense of pride for yourself anymore? I'm sure you're the one with less pride than me, right? You wanted to get married so badly and so quickly that you decided to steal a friend of yours' fiancé from here. That right there shows that you have zero pride in yourself. Huh? You had your groom stolen from you on the day of your wedding. So what makes you think you can act all tough in front of me? You're the freaking loser, so you don't even try to make fun of me. Wow! Scary! I can see why someone like Frank would throw you away for talking and acting like that. Frank happens to like quiet and cute girls after all. So, if he saw how you were acting with me right now, he'd be off your wagon in no time. Trying to make fun of me like that is not going to work. In my case, all I have to do is make sure that I keep my composure in front of him and he'll never question me whatsoever. Also, I don't even have to do anything because my looks were already enough to win him over. He is not going to suspect a thing from me and will forever be mine. Well, Frank so happens to be a simpleton when it comes to things like women. He judges a woman based off their looks alone and never questions the person they are deep down. But I guess a prideless dog and her idiot man would make a great couple in the end, right? Well then, you are a simpleton yourself, you loser. Just because you got an invitation from me, you assumed it was serious and actually came to the wedding of your ex-fiancé and friend? You're such an idiot for actually coming today. Well then, keep acting like a simpleton and celebrate the wedding of your ex and the woman that stole him from you. You think I'm actually here to celebrate you too? Huh? You think I came here seriously wanting to celebrate two jerks like you guys? You have been my friend for years and years now, and you think I'd be the kind of person to do something that shallow? What is going on with you now? Are you here to try and get Frank back from me? Well, I'm sorry, Wendy, but that's not going to happen. He is very much invested in me now and would never budge for a loser like you. No matter how hard you try to win him back over, he'd never choose a freak like you, okay? Who the hell would want to steal a dunce like him back? I don't give a crap about some pile of garbage like that anymore. What? Then why are you here? Well, you can look forward to learning that really soon. I have a very huge surprise for my friend of so many years that I want to show today. What the hell? What the hell was that cruddy speech about? What the hell are you wanting to do to me? It's because of you that the wedding is already going downhill now. What? Going downhill? But you were so happy and so was everyone else. What about any of that crap would make any of us happy? After that speech you gave to everyone, Frank's eyes rolled back into his head and he passed out. And because of that, everyone got up in a panic and started to try and help Frank. Not a single person here was happy about the speech you gave. What? Are you sure about all that? Everyone was able to hear an amazing speech from your bestest friend today, and that made everyone so moved and happy. After everyone heard about the real person you were beneath that mask, they were all shocked. Huh? Towards the end of middle school, you brought your first boy ever over to your parents' house and made love to him, which led you to wanting more and more. Your addiction to men became so bad that last year, you almost didn't pass 8th grade and could have held back a year. But you did make it to high school, where things only got worse, and by the time you got into college, you were at your prime of playing around with other men and never paying attention to anything but them. Around that time, you happened to have 15 different men you were sleeping with, and even recently, you've still had a few, right? And it's because all of your experience with different men all at the same time, you happen to have 2 cases of abortion under your belt, right? Well, I'm glad to see that my ex would rather be with a woman like you now, and I hope everything goes well between you, and you both know that he knows all about you. And that is why I gave that speech today, all as a way of showing my support for 2 awful people getting married. You really did it this time by telling everyone about me. I was doing so well lying to Frank about being this quiet and pure petite woman, and now you've ruined all my work now. He really thought I'd never even touch another man before him, and he wanted to be my husband because of that. Man, I never thought he'd actually pass out after hearing all of that juicy information about you. However, I did think that this speech would shock him a little bit. Wendy, you are a horrible woman. You came into one of your best friend's weddings and completely ruined it for her. I'm never going to forgive you for something like this. What? It's because this wedding is for my best friend and my ex that I tried so hard with that speech. I thought that since today would be a way of saying you both were finally going to become a close couple forever. It would be wrong of you to continue to lie. I mean, Frank was telling me all about how you two are destined to be together, so I thought the both of you should know everything about the other. And even the truth about you happens to be a real eyesore, since you both are meant to be. The truth shouldn't hurt anything. Stop it with all that BS right now. Because you've caused all of this, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to make you take full responsibility for my wedding being completely ruined. What? You'd sue one of your best friends like that? You're nothing to me now, Wendy. I bet you wanted to get some kind of revenge on me for stealing your fiancé, but doing something as horrible as this as a way of revenge will not slide in my books. I am going to take this to court and sue your butt. I see. I guess you and I aren't really friends anymore, are we? Well, I got it now. Since that seems to be the case now, I'm going to sue you as well. What? Well, you did come to my wedding all with the plan of stealing the groom from me, right? And you were successful at doing so. The only reason nothing major ever happened after that day to you is because Frank decided to pay for the whole wedding still, even though it was completely ruined. But if you're going to try and sue me now, then this is a completely different situation for me. Because now, I have every right to sue you and have you pay a settlement to me for what happened then. You're lying! But if the both of us are going to be suing one another now, there is no point in us trying to get the money from each other, right? So, how about we both agree to just let bygones be bygones at this point? But if I let you get away with this, then what'll happen to my wedding today? It's because of you that it's going to be cancelled now. Are you trying to say to me that my only choice now is just to let go? What happened without any form of punishment towards you? If you really want to try suing me, then go ahead. But that only means I'll sue you for what you did to my wedding. Well, it looks like as though your wedding is finished now, so I'm heading home. And since we're no longer friends anymore, can you make sure to never talk to me this much ever again?
Hey, Wendy? Was everything you were saying in your speech yesterday really true? Is Maya really that kind of a nasty whore?
Well, if you left all that part out, she'd be a decent person. But the fact that she's been playing with so many men in her life without a single care in the world, that's really tarnished her image really bad.
Really? She told me she'd never been with any other men before me, though. She said that men were scary, and that's why she'd never gone out with them before. She said that it was her first time holding hands with a man to me, and her first time going on a date with someone to me.
Dang. She was telling you lies like that as well? Did you know she happened to even have a boyfriend all the way back in elementary school? I'm sorry, but she has been around men all her life, and make sure to let people like me know that.
Really?
If you really think about it, I'd say she's been with at least 100 different men, and at least half of them have slept with her. Wait, maybe it's her having slept with 100 men now and she's been with 200.
You're lying, right? How could someone as petite and innocent as her have slept with that many men? And she's been around at least 200 different men than you think? I was fooled by this whole dang time.
Well, it's your fault for being fooled by her that easily when you were already with me, right? You think a woman who has been scared of men all her life and never dated anyone would be coming into the men's dressing room to see you at our wedding and then come to you crying and hugging you?
Well, at the time.
But what does it matter the kind of person she's been at this point? You told me she's the woman you're destined to be with, so there's no need to judge her that much when she's the only person for you. That was your reason for throwing me aside and going after her at her wedding, right?
What?
So, go ahead and enjoy your wonderful life with the woman of your dreams. I think the two of you are perfect with each other.
Wait a second, Whitney. Do you think you and I can get back together now? I'll make sure to break things off with Maya for you. I think you're the one I'm really destined to be with.
What? What the actual frick are you going on about now?
Don't worry. I totally understand how you're feeling right now. You still love me, and that's why you told me at the wedding about who Maya really is, right? You came to our wedding in order to save me from her lies and get back with me, right? Even though I happened to be possessed by that whore for a little while, you still knew deep down that you had feelings for me, right? Since I've now been able to see how much you still love and care for me, I want to marry you.
Jesus Christ, Frank.
I'm sorry that I was fooled by the stupid witch. I hadn't been with any other woman besides you at that time, And so I just wanted to see what another woman could be like. It's because of my lack of experience with women that I hurt you, and I'm sorry. But you have to understand now that I only love one woman, and that's you. So let's get married.
No, I already have myself a new man now. Just after our wedding was destroyed by you, I ran into him and we started to date, so there's no me coming back to you.
What? You have a new boyfriend? Can you please slow down for me? It's only been 1 month since you and I broke up, right? Yet you happen to get another man that easily after. You were just another whore like Maya, aren't you?
My God, Frank.
Crying out loud. Are all the women on this planet freaking whores or something now? Can I at least find one other woman who hasn't been with other men? There must be at least one girl on this planet that is still pure for me.
Shut the freaking hell up, would you? It's not that all women are whores for being with another man. Rather, you are just a freaking child of a man and deserve no respect from any of us good women. You are the kind of lost cause of a man that not even your mother would want to love you anymore. So, stop blaming me for all your problems when it's completely your fault that you are a complete waste of everyone's time and energy.
What?
You really think you're going to find yourself an innocent woman when you act like that? You said you wanted yourself a pure and cute little girl to protect like the man you think you are, right? Well, there aren't any women like that in the world for you because everybody is stronger and better than you. Every single woman and girl on this planet is stronger than you could ever be, and all of them can manage on their own without a parasite like you latching onto them. Nobody freaking needs you, Frank.
Hey, what's got into you, Wendy? You were a lot more powerful with your speech than you have ever been around me. Saying things like that about someone like me makes you look like a jerk, you know?
What the hell, Frank? Right now, the man I call my boyfriend is sitting next to me reading all this and laughing because of the things I'm calling you. Yet you seem to keep thinking women like me will never find a man and that we're all whores ourselves. It's because you always blame women for not wanting to be with you that you'll never find anyone. You really must have to pride in yourself if you're going to judge women based off the amount of men they've been with. That's why someone like Maya had to lie to you about how many men she's been with to get to you.
Wait, you can stop that now. If you keep saying things like that about me, I'm going to cry.
Good! I want you to break down. Someone as fragile as you thinking they could ever protect an innocent woman is a joke. I hope that by having you realize how worthless and small you really are, you'll stop acting like every woman in the world is a problem. I don't want to hear any more from you about how you could protect any small and cute woman because you are the most thin and skeletal looking freak on this planet.
Stop it! I'm already starting to cry now.
Never ever talk to me again, you freak. I don't even want to think someone as pathetic as you is living on this earth with me. Go buy yourself some crayons and draw a picture of that perfect and pure girl you want so bad and then marry it. And just like that, I never received another text or call from either Maya or Frank ever again. After that, those two never ended up handing in their marriage forms and so they both broke up. And since Maya was betting on Frank to pay for the wedding because he was a doctor, she never saved up any money. However, after he ran away, she was forced to pull out $40,000 in borrowed money and use all of that to pay for the wedding off. But in her case, there was nobody around her to help pay off that debt. Not her parents, not her family, not even her friends. They all even began to cut ties with her, and any of her friends who were kind enough to say one last thing to her would tell her that she never thought she'd be the type to steal her own friend's fiancé. After that, she started to go back to the men she'd had on her leash before going after Frank, but all of them told her they'd gotten married now. They also made sure to tell her that they were seriously in love with their wives, and then proceeded to never respond to her ever again. And when it comes to how Frank is doing now, he's been going to a lot of women in his family and asking them if they're doing everything to make sure to please their man. He even questions their ability to cook now and says if they can't, nobody will ever stay with them. But because of this, his family quickly started to stop talking to him one by one, and as of right now, not even the men want to deal with him, and now he's been disowned by his own family.
Hey, Rose. We need to talk. It's quite important, actually, now that I think about it. So, I'm just wondering, who is your boyfriend? What does he do for a living? What do you want to know about Javier? Well, last week, I saw you both come out of this super fancy restaurant. I happened to be passing by the place, and I saw him and you together. He was wearing a fancy suit, and you in a flashy dress. Oh, right. I know what you're talking about now. I think you're actually talking about our outing that we did last week. Actually, that particular restaurant is owned by one of Javier's friends. They invited us to a party to celebrate the opening of the restaurant. Wow! So you got invited to a fancy restaurant like that? You're so lucky. So, your boyfriend knows the owner of that restaurant? It's already become a huge hit with people on social media. It's already gained a huge following. It's really famous and popular with a lot of people. It's already got 1 Michelin star, and it's so difficult to get a reservation. It's so busy. Yes, it's really taken off. It was really fun to be invited to celebrate the opening of such a fancy restaurant like that. I never knew that Javier had friends like that in such high places. I will have to thank him for letting me come to the opening. Well, rumor has it there were lots of celebrities that were invited to the opening of it. Sounded like such an amazing party. Even the daughters of some of the major companies in town were invited, along with politician daughters too. I've heard that a lot of amazing people were invited. I can't believe you got to go. Indeed, you're right. The people around me were all people I've seen on TV. So I was super nervous when it came to mingling with all those famous people. I see. What does your boyfriend do, though, if he knows those type of people? What does he do to get invited to that kind of party? Your boyfriend must be in a pretty high position in society, right? Like, an elite? Could it be that your boyfriend is a president of a major corporation or something? No, of course not, Violet. He's no president of any company. Javier's just an ordinary office worker. But that can't be right. There's no way a mere office worker could be invited to such a fancy party. Like, think about it. Why are you so determined to hide your boyfriend's identity from me, Rose? We're best friends. Are you really going to keep something like that from me? Please, tell me the truth. But I am, Violet. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. I have no reason to lie to you. It seems like the owner and Javier have been friends since elementary school. We were invited because of the connection they have. Wow! What? They've been friends for that long? That's amazing he's had a friend for that long amount of time. So Javier is definitely some amazing guy then, isn't he? Friends of successful people are also guaranteed to be successful themselves since they've got connections to so many people. Also, now that I think about it, you've also been doing well lately. After all, you've had a lot of influence from your rich CEO boyfriend. Violet, what are you talking about? Admit it, Rose. Don't you remember us two drinking together the other day? At that time, didn't you generously pay for the entire taxi fare? Plus, you paid for the drinks as well. I guess you got a lot of pocket money every month from your elite boyfriend. That's why you're so energetic and have been socializing a lot recently. I only paid because you forgot to bring your wallet, Violet. So I had no choice but to pay for everything. Now that you mention all this, I still haven't got my money back for the drinks and the taxi fare. All you did was order super expensive alcohol, so even if we were to have split the bill, it would have been about $200 per person. I didn't mean to purchase that much alcohol, especially at the price that it was at. So if you could please give me what you owe, that would be great. You don't need to have a go at me if you're the one who's acting like this over a bit of money. You're the one with the big boss boyfriend, and I'm sure he can treat you to some of his money to pay for it all. That's why I don't need to pay you anything. What is the meaning of this, Violet? That makes no sense as we're the ones who went out and you didn't pay your fair share. Even so, I didn't know you had a boyfriend who was winning at life. He should be able to give you whatever you want, including lots of money. I'm actually so envious of you. Almost to the point that I want to take Javier away from you and keep him all to myself. Are you being serious right now, Violet? What? Of course not. It's just a joke. Rose. Well, I think that we should go out drinking again. At your expense again. You should share the financial power of your elite boyfriend with your friends, especially me. Am I right?
Rose, we need to talk. We need to break up right now. I have someone that I want to marry.
What? What are you talking about? Isn't the person you want to marry me? Since I'm your girlfriend, right?
I hate to break it to you, Rose, but you're not my girlfriend anymore. I no longer have any interest in being with you. Sorry.
What the heck is going on here? Is this some kind of sick joke?
The only person I'm in love with right now is Violet. It's already been decided that we're going to get married to each other.
Are you for real, Javier? Now hold up just a minute. Just slow down, please. Don't make such hasty decisions. You're not seriously talking about my friend Violet, are you?
And yes, your friend Violet, yes. Actually, we've been dating for almost a month now. And then just over that time we spent together, I fell in love with her. If I were to get married, I would rather get married to Violet than you, to be honest.
This can't be happening right now. No. What the heck is all this? So while you've been going out with me, you've been having an affair with a close friend of mine? And now you want to go ahead with it and marry Violet? You're just going to throw me away like trash? Just like that? Like I'm nothing?
I just feel so much more comfortable when I'm around Violet. She's just really kind and pampers me a lot. She even listens to me when I complain about my job.
I listen to your complaints too. You listen to mine as well. I do so many things, Javier.
What are you even talking about? You've got a way better career and earn a way higher salary than me. You're way more successful. You don't have any reasons to complain about your job when you earn so much money already. So stop making fun of me.
What? I'm not even doing that at all.
I bet you were making fun of me on the inside. Even though we work at the same company, the gap between me and you is widening. You're making fun of me because I never got promoted and my salary is much lower than yours. I already hate you for that.
Okay, Javier, you really need to calm down. I would never make fun of you. I'm not that sort of person to make a mockery of people. Okay, yes, I got promoted faster than you did, but when you think about it, our work and private lives are very different. I genuinely like you a lot, Javier. Why are you being like this? I haven't done anything.
Too bad, Rose. I already don't like you anymore. I don't hold any good feelings for you anymore. A woman who earns more money than her boyfriend is rather annoying. I hate it so much.
That makes no sense. What I earn shouldn't be a factor in our relationship.
A woman must stand by her man and be inferior. That's why I want to break up with you and marry my sweet Violet. Besides, who would want to marry an unattractive woman like you?
How dare you do this to me, Violet? How could you? Why would you go and take Javier away from me for? I can't believe the two of you were dating behind my back. Cheating with your best friend's boyfriend is so cruel. How could you do this? Even though you asked me why I did it, I was still able to take him away from you. I only stole Javier away because I was jealous of his existence and him being with you. There's no other reason to it. I just wanted to take him away from your grasp. What? You're jealous of Javier? I don't understand. Why? It's crazy that you, my best friend, has a boyfriend who is a company president. I recently got dumped by my last boyfriend. Plus, I got fired from my job, and life's tough. I couldn't tolerate you being the only one who wins at life. It's not fair. Are you kidding me, Violet? Did these things really happen to you? Of course it did. Just because I was absent without permission from work, it got me fired somehow. My boyfriend also abandoned me straight away when he found out, and everything has been terrible lately. But you, my best friend, is the only one who's doing well at work, and your boyfriend is also a company president. You're both so sneaky and think you're better than everyone else. It's impossible to just take someone's boyfriend when that is your only reason. Since you're my best friend, it would be nice if you could share a little bit of your happiness with me. I'm sure you've had a lovely time with Javier. Now it's my turn. What's so wrong with taking him away from you? It's not good at all, Violet. Are you crazy? No matter the circumstances, it's not a good reason to take a friend's boyfriend. And because of what you've done, this is the end of our friendship. I'm fine with that if you are. I don't really care what you do. I've got what I wanted. Just a story of a best friend who used to have an elite boyfriend, and now I do. I've decided that my boyfriend is more important to me than you are. Are you serious? Even though you've done wrong, you were going to ditch me anyway? I no longer need you as a best friend anymore, Rose. If you can't forget me for taking Javier away from you, then that's fine by me. As long as I have Javier, who has a lot of money and is a boss, then that's all I need in life. But that's not even true. And on top of that, he wants to go ahead and marry me. Isn't that great? Oh, this coming weekend, we're actually going to go and view a wedding venue. When a man finds a girl he really likes, I guess he acts quickly. Didn't you both date each other for like 5 years? You never even talked about marriage, did you? I guess that's right. Even when I brought up the topic of marriage, Javier just tried to change the conversation. But the conversation with you progressed so quickly, it's hard to believe. I want to get married really soon and become a company president's wife. Then I could go to the beauty salon every day and do as much shopping as I wanted. In the evening, we can go to celebrity parties. I can wear a beautiful dress and hang out with the rich and famous every day. Huh? You really think you're going to be able to do those things with Javier? And then I can come home to a beautiful and big luxury apartment. Tipsy, of course. After the party, the two of us can enjoy the night view looking over the city while opening a bottle of expensive wine. What a life I'll have. The view from my own luxury apartment will be wonderful. Okay, you need to hold on a minute, Violet. Do you really think you'll be able to spend your days with Javier in luxury? What are you on about? What kind of question is that? He's a company president, so he's obviously quite rich. If I marry a man like Javier, I'm sure I'll be able to enjoy a luxurious life. So I'll find a luxury apartment for him to buy. One room could cost around $100,000, but I'm sure he can't afford it. You've got to be joking, Violet. Of course not. I can't wait to get married to a company president. When I become his wife, I'll live in an apartment that's so expensive and flash and indulge in luxury. Well, I guess I made such a big mistake of getting a rundown apartment. What do you mean? I don't get it. Well, instead of living in luxury, every day I've been able to save a lot of money. Whereas you've just been fired from your job, and you know Javier's pay is only about $1,400 a month. From there, you'll have to pay for the rent, utilities, and of course the phone bill, since it'll be used a lot. Wow, you might be living off bean sprouts for a long time. Wait, what? Just hang on a second. Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Javier is a company manager, right? There's no way that his income is only that much money a month, right? It's a joke, no? I've told you many times that he's not a president of any company. Javier is just a regular office worker that earns pennies. Actually, we work at the same company together. To be honest, I'm way more successful than him and earn a lot more money than him too. You've got to be kidding me, right? Are you trying to get back at me for what I did or something? On the contrary, my dear Violet. Javier has been making a lot of mistakes at work lately. It's not looking good, to be honest with you. In the end, he was given a pay cut. That's why he's only been earning pennies. His paycheck by the end of the month is sometimes only $1,400. That's why I've been the one paying for all the dates we've been on. He wasn't able to afford anything when we went out. After all that, it came down to me paying for all the rent and other expenses, not him. He's not wealthy in the slightest. Are you for real? Is this really true? He isn't well off at all? It was all a lie? Do you even want to marry such a man and indulge in beauty treatments every day when in reality you couldn't afford it? Do you still want to buy anything you want? Do you want to buy a high-end luxury apartment that costs a ridiculous amount of money? Well, I don't think anything like that will ever come true if you don't got a man who earns enough money. On top of all that, if you can't pay the rent, then maybe you should move into an old and rundown apartment to get cheap rent. No! This can't be happening to me right now? All the things you're saying is a lie. He wouldn't do this to me. Just because you feel bad about me robbing Javier from you, it doesn't mean you get to say stupid things like that to make me back out of being with him. Javier is well acquainted with the owner of a high-end restaurant, so of course he's an elite man. I thought he said they were just friends, but I'm sure he's just as successful as all the other guests that were invited to that party. As proof of that, he was wearing an extremely expensive suit that day. I saw it all with my very own eyes. What you're saying can't be real. Violet, that suit was a rental. It's not something that Javier owns. What do you mean? He was wearing a rental suit to that party? I told him the suit that he had would be enough for the party. However, he wanted to look good in front of all my friends, so he went to a shop and rented a suit for the night. It was a high-end suit, so it cost hundreds of dollars just to rent it. It's a shame because he wasted his income on it, and now with his pay cut, he's worse off. You've got to be pulling my leg, right? Is this for real? That designer brand suit he was wearing was just a rental? It wasn't his own suit? How many times do I have to explain this to you, Violet? He's just an ordinary office worker. There's nothing special about his job. He's not a big shot company boss. But you didn't even listen to me at all, Violet. What you do now, that's all on you, not me. You need to live with the consequences of what you thought someone was. I hope you have a happy marriage with Javier. May you and him be happy and be in love forever. No! This can't happen to me. I'm not going to let this become my future. No way. If he's not the company president, then the marriage will never work out. I can't do this impossible thing. I'm going to break up with Javier. Excuse me, but what's with the sudden change of heart? Don't you love him for the way he is? I thought that he was a big shot company president, so that's why I stole him from you. If he's not, then what's the point in keeping him around? I don't want to be anywhere near him. I thought this was going to be my big turnaround in life, and I would be rich and successful. But I never expected that he was just an ordinary office worker. How is that possible? And with all that, I lost to you, even though I was way better than you at things. And now I get a pay cut and have no job? There's no way I can marry that kind of man and be happy about it. If he earns pennies, how am I supposed to live and buy things that I want? It's not fair! I don't relate to anything you're saying, Violet. What do you want me to understand? Maybe you should use this opportunity of getting married and actually putting some effort into working on yourself. Maybe you might climb up the ladder and get promoted at work and become successful. Have you thought about that? I don't want anything to do with a so-called friend who steals men away. To happen. It would take so long to do that. I want success now. I want to become a company president's wife and live a luxurious life. If I can't do that, then I'm going to break up with him. I'll give him back to you. You can have Javier.
Do you know I feel so bad for you, Rose? We finally got married. I just submitted my marriage papers with Violet. I'm now officially her husband. Maybe you have some regrets, but please give up on your chance of getting back with me.
As long as you don't have any regrets, then I'm not worried. Are you sure everything is okay with the marriage paper submission? I swear Violet said something last night that she was going to break up with you.
What? She was going to break up with me? What makes you say that?
It seems like Violet thought that you were the company president for a while. But when she found out the truth about you, she said that she was going to break up with you. She said that if you're not a company president, then she can't be with you.
Are you being serious right now? What the heck is this? But I thought we loved each other. She said that she was madly in love with me and that she wants to marry me. So I got a marriage registration form and we started dating each other straight away. That's why I abandoned you and went off with Violet.
Look, I don't care if you stay married or break up. I don't want anything to do with either of you. You've both played me for a fool, and I'm not having it anymore. Goodbye, and never contact me again. After that, Violet and Javier hurriedly looked for new jobs. It seems that they managed to register for a work dispatch. The two of them moved into a rundown apartment together. As I expected, they lived on bean sprouts as their staple food. However, Violet was boasting to all of her friends, saying that she was going to marry a company president, and everyone wanted to be invited to the wedding. She should have told the truth instead of deceiving people. She was then characterized as the vulgar woman by everyone around her. Javier posted on social media recently that he's having champagne whilst having a meeting. In reality, they're living off pennies and trying to survive each day. The social media posts are just something he wished he had.
Reggie, why do you have been keeping me out of the loop about your engagement? Are you really going to be getting married? You explain all of this to me right now. Look at your text, give me an answer.
What's going on, Luna?
So you're finally going to reply to me. Why are you so slow with your responses? You think being that slow is going to make you a proper adult or something?
Well, I am at work right now, so I shouldn't be looking at my phone. And you are making comments about me being a proper adult or not when you haven't even gotten yourself a job yet. So how about you shut up about what I'm doing and get your own life together?
I have a lot of experience though.
Working part-time, sure.
I am not just some useless woman, you know.
Well, you kind of are, though.
Tell me what the hell is going on here. There has got to be some kind of confusion about you getting married, right?
I'm not really sure who you heard it about from, but I am getting married.
When?
In another 4 months from today. That'll be the day of our wedding.
Well, I never heard anything about that.
Sorry, but a lot has been going on. And in the end, we decided to only invite a small group for the wedding.
A lot has gone on? What all ended up happening where you couldn't invite your old friend who you've known since middle school?
Old friend? The last time I met you was at the last year's reunion, and you never said anything about being my friend. Ever since we got out of high school, you never talked with me any, and any time I saw you in public, you just ignored me.
So you're telling me that you kept me out of the loop because how I treated you? Back in middle school and high school, I was your friend. I even let you into the popular kids group, yet you're not going to thank me for that?
I'm not so sure you let me to that group. Rather, you just pulled me in to make fun of me when you needed to entertain your friends, and then left me out afterwards. And when I'd go and make friends with the others, you'd throw a fit about it. Also, I don't think that I've forgotten about that time in high school where you went and stole my boyfriend from me right as we were about to get serious.
It was not fair that you got to have a boyfriend during the time that I had nobody.
What the hell? That's your reasoning for stealing him?
And after a week when I found myself a better man, I gave your boyfriend back to you, right? I was giving you back the man you loved, yet you told him no and ran off, right?
Whatever. That's all in the past now anyway. Weren't you talking about me getting married? I'm going to get married, become the wife of a very kind man, and have a wedding with him. Are you happy now? I just told you everything I plan to do.
You're pissing me off right now. I should be the one getting married first. Why the hell are you getting married before me now? That's unfair.
And that right there is outrageous.
Who are you marrying and where is he from? Tell me who the man is who is fine marrying a plain woman like you.
He is a man from the same university as me, who was also in the same club as me. And let me just say, he's not as plain as I am. He is planning on inheriting a company soon and will be the next CEO there. He is a very upstanding person as well.
Huh? You're getting married to a CEO's son? What the hell? There's no way.
Stop getting upset just because you can't find yourself a man to marry.
Where are you guys having your wedding? He's the son of a CEO, so your wedding is going to have to be pretty high-end, right?
That's right. We went to a chapel just a little while back to see if we wanted to have the wedding there. And we found out that the stained glass there is so pretty, and that during the daytime the lighting is just so right to dazzle the whole place without even having to use lighting indoors. We will also be having a party in a really nice area. So far, it is said that this wedding will cost around $50,000.
No freaking way. Not only are you going to be getting married before me, but with a man who is made of money.
Considering that this wedding is all going to be paid for by him and his family, I didn't want to overstep my boundaries. And that is why I made sure to tell him I'd be only inviting a few people to my wedding.
Are you freaking kidding me? Are you trying to brag about your life to me? Are you trying to make me look small? I can't believe that just because you were below me back in middle school and high school, you'd take the time now to brag about how awesome your life is.
I was just answering the questions you asked. Don't get all pissy about hearing things you didn't want to hear.
That fiance of yours, given to me.
Now you're acting like a dunce. If you really think I'm going to give you my fiance, then you might need to see a therapist.
That $50,000 luxurious wedding and that man who will be soon a CEO would be both better off in my hands than yours. If some plain woman like you becomes his wife, then someday you are going to embarrass him when he goes out to parties and meetings. However, he could go be with me, the gal who won prom queen back in high school every year. I should be standing next to him as his wife and be the one to make him look good as a CEO.
You have no idea who he even is.
Oh, I do though. He is the son of a CEO who also happened to go to the same university as you and was in the same club. And considering it's the 21st century and I can learn all I need about him online, I'm going to do the honors of stealing him from you.
Don't do anything like that, please. I don't want him being troubled by a witch like you.
Troubled? By a witch like me? You're the one that's about to become his wife and ruin any chance he has at becoming even more successful and rich. If anything, I'm a goddess to him. And as his goddess, I need to act fast and get him to marry me.
What are you talking about?
If I'm to make him the king he is destined to be, then I must stand by him and be his queen. So I'm going to do just that and make all his dreams come true. And I'll make that happen really soon by stealing him from you. So be ready for when I make my move.
I'm not sure what you have up your sleeve here, but how about you stop whatever selfish plans you have and leave the two of us alone? Are you listening, Luna? Luna?
Reggie, have you put any thought into it?
Ross, no matter how many times you ask, I'm not going to change my answer.
Oh, come on now. If you go out and say something, I'm sure they'll start to do something. You and I went 4 years to college together. We're in the same club together and had been friends through all of it.
Oh, please, Ross. I understand that things are going to get tough since your father's company keeps turning into red, but I don't think your father and you should be asking money from me.
I went and talked about it face to face, but they didn't listen to me. I think if a little bit of money is given, then things will finally get turned around, and that money will come right back. Right now, money is very important. You're already engaged to him, right? If you say someone to him as his fiancé, then I'm sure he will listen and help out.
Come on now, Ross. He has already said no once before, right? So give it up. Stop trying to follow me around.
What are you talking about?
You always sit outside my office at the end of the day, so I'm forced to run into you on my way home. And when I'm going to work every morning, you go and get on the same subway as me. Always coming to talk about that money. It's starting to annoy me a lot more now because of all the other things I have going in my life. I didn't mind talking with you about things at the time because you and I were friends in college, but now I'm starting to regret letting you stay so close to me.
So you're just going to let my family rot in debt? Hell no. Is that okay with you or something?
If it is too hard for you to run a business, then you need to hurry up and work with a bank or something for help. Sell or close that business you have, and then go find a job of your own within another company. There are plenty of things you can do right now to save yourself from going bankrupt and having to go into super major debt.
It's not like I'm planning to use the money from you guys on my business, though.
But you have been talking about using it to regain the contracts you had. What? What is going on here?
You know about how, for a long time now, I've been into sports cars, right? And well, a little while back, I stopped into one of the dealerships I like to go to, and they had a car there that I'm really in love with now. It's a very popular car and could be sold off at any minute to someone else.
So you are wanting my fiance to lend you some money, not to help save your father's and your business, but to buy a car with it?
Well, unlike my family's business, your fiance's dad happens to run a major firm, right? You don't have to worry at all about money.
I can't believe this, Ross. You just took that company from your father not too long ago, and now have both been struggling to keep it afloat, even cutting most of the employees you had to save. And while that's all going on, all you can think about is a new sports car?
I talked with banks and such about getting a loan, and all of them charge a high interest rate. If I'm able to get a loan from some friends of mine, then there won't be any interest, right?
There is no reason for us to lend you a penny, Ross.
I will give you guys that money back after my father and I fix this company, all right?
We are not lending you anything with such vague playing as that.
Come on. Can't you see that if I don't get that freaking money soon, some other idiot who has no idea the worth of that car will buy it and take it away from me?
Sorry, but we are not helping you. I don't think I can talk to you anymore, Ross. If you really want that car so badly, then do something with your own strength that'll get you to it. You are old enough now to know that you can't beg people for money like that anymore.
Don't say things like that. Tomorrow, I'll be waiting outside your office again for you to get out. Ah, right. Let's go out for dinner. Once I show you all the pictures and such of the car, you'll come around to understanding me.
Screw off, Ross. If you keep that crap up, I'm going to have to get the law involved.
Just freaking listen to what I'm saying, Reggie.
No! If you are ever seen in front of my office building again, I will not only block your number, but I'll also call the police.
Today, the weather is so wonderful. The perfect day for a wedding, right? My wedding, in fact.
You're having a wedding today? After what you had said 4 months ago? I was kind of concerned about what you try and do, but the fact that you found someone is great. Congratulations.
Oh, no way. Have you still not figured it out yet?
Figured what out?
Well, I have been keeping you out of the loop on all this. To break it to you the quickest way I can, I stole your fiancé.
What? What are you talking about?
You are that same old thick-headed girl you always were back in high school. Have you not noticed that your fiancé is in my arms now? The man who went to the same university as you and was in your same club? The son of a CEO? When you told me all about that, I knew who to target. I took one look online and boom! He had all those things written down in his bio, talking about how he's next in line to becoming a CEO and went to your college.
Hold on a second. What are you actually going on about right now?
It's too late now to start freaking out. I found pictures of you online as you were walking out from your office that your fiancé took of you. He would wait for you there every day, right? That's how I knew he was 100% your fiancé.
I think you have the wrong man, Luna.
I'm sure that's what you want me to think. You don't want me thinking that I just stole another man from you. Well, from here on, I'm going to be having a wedding in the place you were supposed to be getting married at today.
My wedding?
I made sure to keep you out of the loop as I worked on making this whole wedding mine. Even ordering a dress in my size to be prepared here. All of that was a secret. Well, kept from you. But since it's my special day today, I thought I should tell you what's happened. You may have never noticed me stealing your fiancé from you, but I have to thank you for that and for giving me this luxurious $50,000 wedding.
Well, if you're talking about my wedding, it's already happened.
What? What are you saying? You told me that this chapel's stained glass would reflect the sunlight so perfectly that there was no need for any other lighting, right? So this is the place, right?
What are you talking about, Luna? I already had my wedding and will now be having my wedding party soon. Also, my fiancé is with me right now as we talk. So what is this about you stealing my fiancé and wedding from me?
Wait, what? Your fiancé is with me right now. And you were supposed to have your wedding at 11:30, right?
Well, it's 12 o'clock now.
What?
Ah, I see. You're having your wedding back in St. Louis. I'm not in St. Louis right now. I'm in the Bahamas.
The Bahamas?
So there's a time difference of 1 hour between you and I. That's why for you it is close to 11:30 now.
Hold on a sec. So your wedding is in the Bahamas?
That's right. That's why it ended up costing us around $50,000 to have this wedding. The cost of all the resort rooms for all of our guests and the plane tickets out here are all included as well, which would put us around $70,000 in the end. And I told you before, we were going to have only a few guests to come.
You're lying, right? Then what the hell is this chapel that I've come to today?
By the way, who is that you're having that wedding with today?
That's what I'd like to know. Is he not your fiancé? He is from your same university, was in the same club as you, and is the son of the CEO.
Hold up. You said he would always stand out of my office building, right?
Yes! He would always stand out there waiting for you.
Is his name Ross by any chance?
Yes, it is.
Luna, you said you were going to make yourself a queen by becoming the CEO's wife, right? And that's why you wanted to steal my fiancé. You wanted to have a man with all kinds of money for you.
And because my plan worked out now, I have now myself a wealthy man who will have his own company and everything. Well, that's what I was thinking.
I see. I understand what's happened here. You are right that Ross went to the same university as me. And that he was in the same club as me all throughout college. And it is also true that his father was the CEO of that company.
Huh? Wait, does this mean that all kinds of rich and soon-to-be CEO men went to your university?
Some of the men there at the time were in fact wealthy.
So then this guy, who went to your university with you and everything, wasn't even your fiancé like I was planning for him to be? And I've just so happened to end up with a different CEO's son?
That's what it seems like. And yes, he is the son of a CEO and runs his own business within that company with his father. But that company is currently in the red and not doing too great.
What? In the red?
Ross's father's company has been in the red for years now, and it's only grown worse, to the point they've had to cut tons of employees to make ends meet. And for a while now, since he hasn't been able to afford the high life that he's been wanting, and that sports car he's dreamed about, he has been asking me to ask my fiancé to lend him some money. He has literally been stalking me the whole time, trying to get whatever money he can from us. But a few months ago, I told him off in the hopes he'd finally get lost.
Dream sports car. I know that he has one now. But having him seen in a sports car like that, I assumed he had loads of money still.
I think he bought that car with some money he borrowed from somewhere. He was telling me he wasn't going to take out any loans from the bank, so it must be from a discreet loaner. I wonder if it was from a loan shark, maybe.
There's no way, right? What about this wedding then? He's going to be paying for it, right?
Well, did Ross tell you he would?
Well, you told me that your fiance and his family would all be paying for the whole wedding. And I had thought that Ross was your fiance this whole time. And it's the man that always pays for the wedding, right? I'm giving Ross the gift of seeing me in this beautiful dress after all.
You really have a lot of confidence in your looks. Well, if he's going to be paying for that wedding, then all the more debt to him. But if he's not able to pay for that wedding, then it's going to fall on your shoulders, Luna.
What the hell? So you're telling me I pulled in a poor loser?
Both my wedding and my fiance are fine at the moment, so you seem to be in a whole different situation from us.
No, no, no. I don't want to be in some man who is in debt.
Perhaps he assumed that by the way you prettied yourself up to become his queen, he assumed that you had all the money he needed.
What?
You said you were going to dress up yourself for him, right? Make yourself all attractive so that he'd fall for you? And well, since you did that to yourself for him, he might have assumed you had money he could use. And that's why the two of you are getting married now. This whole thing happened pretty quickly too, right? The whole getting married thing.
But I don't have any money. I'm only working a part-time job at the moment, and my family doesn't even have much money either.
Then what this all seems like to me is two people who only care about money wanting said money from one another. And since you both fall for each other's lie of having money, you are both now stuck getting married to a poor person.
But when I looked online, he had all these pictures showing how much he had, and I still believed him.
By the way, my fiance doesn't even have any social media.
What? He doesn't?
That's why when you said to me that you found his bio online, I had no idea who you were talking about. Well, now I can see you've been talking about Ross this whole time. That guy, he's really good at latching onto those he wants, so good luck getting rid of him later.
What should I do? It's time for the wedding now. And wait, I already handed in the marriage papers yesterday. No! I'm the wife of a debt-ridden man now.
Congratulations on your marriage.
This isn't something to celebrate. You're supposed to be my friend, right? Help me!
Help you? Even if I wanted to, I'm in the Bahamas. There's nothing I can do now to help you. Also, that marriage is something you and Ross wanted, right? I have no say in what you guys both do from here on out.
I'm supposed to become a celebrity over here, and now I'm going to be stuck in debt with him. I don't want that. I'm going to give you my husband for yours.
Oh, so you never went to see that therapist then? Well, that's too bad, because your absurdity is showing again. You are never even going to know my fiancé anyway, and even if you do it, he's not going to let you have him. He actually hates filthy women like you. He has always been known for being the son of a CEO, and that has led him to being targeted by all kinds of shallow-minded, money-wanting women, and he's not going to deal with that again.
Then I'm getting a divorce.
Go right ahead. That has nothing to do with me.
This is all having to happen because you never told me who your fiancé was and where to find him.
The only thing I can say is that this is what you get for being a bitch. You were the one that tried to steal another person's fiancé and wedding and ended up with the completely wrong man. So don't blame me for being toxic and instead own up to the fact that you wanted to marry Ross. This isn't high school anymore, so there will be nobody to hold your hand this time.
No way. Well, if I have to start going into debt now as well because of him, you help me.
No, because after this, you and I are nothing. In other words, I'm blocking your number right now, and will never, ever think about you again.
You can't be serious. I want to marry someone with money, so you get your fiancé to introduce me to some of his friends who actually have money. There are so many ways I can use your fiancé, so let me use him now.
That is so screwed up of you. If all you want is to use other people, then there is literally no hope at all regarding your future. How about you use your own abilities since it's your life on the line now?
Please, at least continue being my friend. We're best friends, right?
No, we are not, never were, never will be, because I will never be friends to those that only seek to use me. Now, I hope your wedding goes well, just like mine has been going. Congrats on that marriage. Goodbye forever now. After finding out that the both of them were only in for the marriage for one another's non-existent money, they both tried to force one another to pay for the wedding, before gathering all their guests and family money together and paying part of the cost off. They then had to borrow a little bit more to pay off the rest, and put themselves further into debt. But this led to some pretty bad drama between them and their friends, after they tried over and over again asking them all for money to help. And just like that, their friends began to leave them one by one. Also, as a way to try and save Ross's family company from going under, he forced her to start working for them to try and keep things afloat just a little longer.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.